Hey, you guys want to see something really weird? I'm going to show you in just a second here. But before I do that, a big shout out, thank you to my Patreon supporters. These are patrons. Thank you so much for showing your support. It does mean a lot to me, guys. There's a link in the description if you guys want to check that out. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I encourage you guys to go do your own research. So check this out. This just happened a little bit ago. See this big candle that goes right here? See that large amount of volume right there? You see how it's a red candle? How it shot all the way up here and then came right back down? Yeah, that was because of this right here. So there was a whale. This whale has 3.81 trillion SafeMoon. They are a kraken by old school definition. They still have a ton of SafeMoon on their account. And guess what? They bought more SafeMoon. They didn't sell more. They bought more. They bought 48.24 after the transaction fee. So technically, they lost 10% on the purchase order with this. So what's the weird thing? That's a cool thing, right? Yeah, the whales are buying more. I mean, we do technically want the dominance of the whales, these trillionaires, to go down. So yeah, they bought and then they sold right after. Okay, they bought at 12:48 p.m. 48.24 billion. At 12:48 p.m., the same account 0x424C 0x424C then sold 96.3 billion. So 10% transaction fee for the last buy order, and then they had a 10% transaction fee sell for the second order that they did immediately afterwards. Why within like the same minute they bought and then they sold. I'm wondering if they accidentally hit the buy button and then they were like, "Oh my gosh, that's not what I meant to do." And then they sold an extra amount to overcompensate for what they just sold out of. You know what I mean? Like, oopsie. I don't know if they made an oopsie or something, but that's really weird. They bought it and then they sold it right afterwards. And so this shot right up and then came back down and ended up even lower down below. And then the good news is that that didn't have too much of an impact. It wasn't like a trillion sell order. It was still pretty substantial. But as you guys can see, a lot of the action's moving sideways here, and that's pretty relative to what's going on with BNB's price and Ethereum's price, since we have those pairings tied to that of SafeMoon's price with regular SafeMoon and with P SafeMoon. All right, so in addition to that, SafeMoonDev, who is not actually a developer anymore, we always should reiterate this for people that are new that are watching these kinds of videos. So to clarify, SafeMoonDev originally made the contract, and then he relinquished that contract to the SafeMoon Core team. So he doesn't develop anything anymore. It's SafeMoon Core's team that does all the work, right? SafeMoonDev is just another regular wallet holder. So he's been progressively selling off his amounts, which he's more than welcome to be able to do. Maybe he has other projects he's wanting to put things into. Maybe he wants to go buy a house, travel the world, whatever he wants to do, right? Maybe he keeps a small bag towards the end. But regardless, we obviously want the whale dominance to go down, and SafeMoonDev was a trillionaire. He got in really early. He bought in just like other people did. And so he's got one whale wallet left that has 700 billion SafeMoon and one with 500 billion. So only 1.2 trillion tokens left. Taking a look at this over here, we can actually see that one of the whale wallets that he has as just sold off a little bit more earlier today at 11:42 a.m. So he's been doing increments of about 50 billion. Sometimes he'll do 100 billion, but he's not dumping everything all at once. So that doesn't really work well for his own favor or for the project's favor. Okay, so when he does that, if he sold everything all at once, that causes slippage. There's now too much supply on the market. If there's not enough demand to meet that supply, well, then people don't need to pay a higher price to be able to get it. They're just going to pay whatever the lowest price is because there's so much available, right? So that causes the price to drop down. Same thing for SafeMoonDev. When he would try and sell it like that, he's going to make less money because it's now filling out all these smaller orders, right? So it's for both ends. On top of that, you also need to keep in mind SafeMoonDev is friends with people that are working at SafeMoon Core's team. With Papa, then also John came into the equation, everything like that. With him stepping out, imagine how messed up that would be to his friends. If he did something like that, he just straight up bailed on the project, caused a huge crash, a bunch of panic. That's not helping the project. That's just being selfish and think of his own personal interests. And I don't think that he's the kind of person to do that, and that's being reflected with what we're seeing here. So it's got a multiple different key points to it, and he's getting closer and closer to being done. But hey, when that reaches the end, great. There's one less thing that we have to worry about. The whale dominance goes down, the strength of the security of mine, the safety of SafeMoon starts to go up, because you look at other cryptocurrencies that are out there, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, that kind of stuff. The dominance that some people have is massive. And if those people just suddenly one day said, you know what, boom, they just dump it, the price is just going to cascade down like crazy. And that's the value that comes in with SafeMoon, is that we're seeing that whale dominance drop, right? So that's all I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with today. Again, I got referral links in the description. If you guys want to get free cryptocurrency or free stock, it's free money for you guys. I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but go check it out if you want to, right? And don't forget to hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit the thumbs up, like button. It definitely helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Click the bell icon. I do go live sometimes. And stay awesome. I will see you guys in the next episode.